All right. Welcome back to Filtered Purell Outdoor Alaska Filtered Reactions. This reaction video today is a little more close to the heart. Um, this was sent to me by a couple of people, and I saw it myself. This video is found on Funker 350 combat footage, and I believe it's been shared multiple other places. There I go, muting my audio again. So let's just go ahead and re-say what I was saying. It's important. Today's video is a little bit different than the previous video. Those were perhaps more lighthearted, and we're gonna try to do that most of the time. I'm recording this on I'm live right now, but if you're watching this later, then this is pre-recorded, pre-streamed. Today's the 1st of September. Yesterday and the day before, last week have been difficult on a lot of veterans in general. Certainly Americans, every American should be upset by what's going on right now. And on top of that, anyone who's spent any time or is somehow related to anyone who has spent time, experienced loss in the wars overseas over the last. Well, again, this is just one of those things that hits. It's not just the last couple of years. It's not just the last 20 years. It's not just the last 1 to 2 wars. If there's anyone in the country right now feeling comfortable and happy with what's going on, then you probably got your head in a rock or a sand, or you're perhaps not the type of American that most of us would prefer to sit next to in a restaurant. But let's not get into throwing too many spears right now. There's plenty of that going on. I don't have to be one of the ones doing it. I'm going to try hard not to. The video I'm going to show for you, if you are a combat veteran of Afghanistan, you may find this to be it's worth watching. Okay, it's not as difficult as a lot of the ones that I've seen lately. And for anyone who's concerned, there is no combat footage that's going to be shown. This is simply a very honorable man, a combat veteran of Afghanistan, a Medal of Honor recipient. And he is going to share his thoughts. I'm not sure when he shared them, but it has to have been within the last couple of days. And we're going to listen to him. It's only 5 and almost 6 minutes long. And I don't know if I'll have anything to say afterward or not, which is why I wanted to say a couple of things ahead of time. This is worth listening to. It really doesn't matter who you are. So let's get going here. All right. Get the right scene going. Make sure we have everything turned on. I think we're good. Hopefully we're not echoing too bad. I see one person in the chat. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. I'll go ahead and answer your question before I get going here. The chat says, what is this? I'm sharing a video by a Medal of Honor recipient about things that are going on right now. And stick around and watch if you'd like.
As I search for words in the darkness of the night, I know others are searching for safety, searching a war-torn country for a refuge that no longer exists, a country where hope has been overcome by evil, a barbaric evil that bombs girls' schools and maternity hospitals, an evil that puts hand grenades in the hands of small boys, forcing them to become instruments of war. An evil that most cannot fathom until you have seen it firsthand. As I try to make sense of the present while reflecting on the past, it's difficult to get past the immeasurable sacrifice, the loss of innocent youth, the loss of limbs and mental stability of so many, the loss of marriages and time away from loved ones. And for those patriots and brave warriors who gave their last full measure of devotion, the loss of life. Every day, I continue to see people ask the same question: was it worth it? And after 2 decades of war, thousands of medevacs and flag-draped caskets, it is an understandable question. As I search for my own thoughts while the news plays in the background, I see the most clear and heartbreaking answer to that question. As I watch a man fall from the sky after being unable to hold on to a military plane leaving Afghanistan. Freedom is a powerful, beautiful, and earned privilege. And if we only help give them that freedom for 20 years or a brief moment in time, they still experienced it. Children were able to go to school and learn how to read without the fear of being killed. Women who wanted to could show their beautiful faces or go to soccer games. Girls could grow into women instead of being forced into marriages with Taliban fighters. Ultimately, we gave them hope that there could be a brighter sunrise than the day before. So, was it worth it? As service members and Americans, to help our fellow human being will always be worth sacrifice. In 2001, we entered Afghanistan to defeat the Taliban, who harbored Al-Qaeda, while they planned and trained for the attacks on our World Trade Centers. There will always be complex reasons and arguments when it comes to war. But I believe part of the reason we stayed all of those years after was not because of a war with Afghanistan, but because of a war for Afghanistan with the people. Politically and strategically, I am disappointed, angry, and sad. Disappointed by a job almost complete. Angry at our political wavering and premature exit. And sad. Sad for the hundreds, if not thousands of Americans, along with our courageous Afghan counterparts who fought and bled with us and for their country for so many years, who are now trapped behind enemy lines, frantically looking for a way out for them and their families, and receiving messages of, "We are going to burn you alive," as the Taliban closes in. Afghanistan is a graveyard of empires. It should not be occupied or influenced forever, and we were not wrong to leave. It just hurts how we did. Others have said, well, the outcome was inevitable. Yet, if a doctor told you you had a serious illness, but there was a chance to defeat it, wouldn't you still fight regardless of not knowing or knowing the potential outcome? Ultimately, from my recovery and experience, I have learned that all we can do is focus on the silver linings and realize that the past is the past. That silver lining is that we valiant few, when no one made us, raised our right hands to give our very best effort and then some. We executed our mission without reproach, sacrificed for a greater good, sacrificed for our fellow human being, and we earned our reputation as warriors, and paved the way for the next generation of brave men and women. And that is something you should be forever proud of. Afghanistan and our lives are just brief, fleeting moments in time. And I am just thankful I had a chance to stand on the shoulders of giants while I was here.
Okay. I don't know that it's appropriate for me to add much of anything to what Kyle just said. I think he sums up a lot of our thoughts. I'm not going to piggyback on his thoughts. This isn't a commander's call. I'm not wearing a uniform right now. I'm not going to jump on stage and piggyback. I think if anybody wants my thoughts as a multi-tour veteran of the Afghanistan war and a few others, perhaps I'll do another video. But for now, I just wanted to, I heard about half of what Kyle said and decided that was enough for me to share, and decided to go live with that and spread the word, because I like how Kyle shares his thoughts. And if anyone doesn't know, he was injured in that country and wears was awarded the Medal of Honor. It's the highest honor that we have to give to our military soldiers, servicemen and women. And his story is worth looking up if you don't know how he earned that Medal of Honor. I'm not going to go into detail here. Now's not the time. And I realize this is a bit of a somber video. I just wanted to share and continue to spread Kyle's thoughts, because he has earned the place, the privilege of doing so. And while we still can on platforms, wherever you're finding this, we must continue to spread the wise words of those who have served, like Kyle. Thank you for your time. Thank you. We'll catch y'all on the next one.